The opinions expressed in the following programs are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect those of Rogers nor Rogers TV.
This program is brought to you by Ignite TV. Now you're in command. Visit Rogers.com for more details.
Welcome to another episode of In Conversation with Alethia. I'm your host, Alethia O'Hara-Stephenson. In this show, I sit down with amazing community individuals who are doing incredibly inspiring things in our community. The show will educate, it will empower, and it will inspire you. So be sure to tune in every single week. In this episode, we're talking to an inspiring entrepreneur, someone who got his start in the food and beverage industry and has made an empire for himself. His name is Unike Patel. Welcome to the show, Unike.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
Awesome. I'm super excited to have this conversation with you because when we looked at, your trajectory and your journey, it's absolutely empowering and inspiring. And to think of your start, you started off as a junior employee in the food and beverage industry to now a franchise owner of Barburrito.
Correct. Yeah, I came in 2010 as an immigrant in Manitoba. I started myself as a cashier in McDonald's.
Oh my.
And then I started working in Montana as a chef. Then I worked there for about 10 months and then started working with the same individual, had a private restaurant. That's where we develop all the menu and stuff. Worked there about a year. And then I moved to Ontario in 2011 and got a store, a Circle K store, in Port Elgin, Ontario. That's where I started my journey in Ontario. Worked there about a year. Then I got another store to the neighboring town in Kincardine. I still have that store. It's a Circle K convenience store there. Then I got an opportunity in the same Circle K as an area manager, where I worked about 8 years as an area manager in Grey Bruce. Then I got an opportunity of opening a restaurant, Barburrito. I reached out to them. They were okay with it. Everything went fine, and then I opened up a restaurant, and here I am.
Wow. That's all I can say. That's absolutely inspiring because here you are as an employee working for someone now to, being able to employ so many individuals right here in our community, right here in Dufferin County. Absolutely mind-blowing and inspiring. So kudos to you for having that vision and foresight to do all of that. Can you share with me, did you always have dreams and aspirations of being in the food and beverage industry, or did you have other ambitions growing up?
Well, I studied hospitality from the very start. I tried computer science. It was not for me, so I quit after a year. And then I started studying in hospitality. Did my diploma back home in India, and then when I came, I got the opportunity to be in the food industry, and I just grabbed the opportunity. Worked with retail, so customer service was my one of my kind, or one of my thoughts to be in. So worked over there, and then into the food again. I was missing actually from retail to cooking food and all that stuff. So I love cooking and stuff. It's working great.
That's cool. I'm going to come back on the cooking aspect of it because I want to know if you can cook. But I'm going to ask perhaps a very controversial question. And oftentimes right here in North America, in Canada, we hear the Indian community often say that their children should be lawyers, doctors, right? And correct. So is that perception a reality? And if so, how were you able to navigate away from those traditional career fields into something that is still just as incredibly inspiring?
Yes, that is correct actually. Like in our community, it's mostly whenever they are they're in the school, they push like, okay, study hard. One day you become a doctor, then you can enjoy your life or become a lawyer and all that. So I was pushed in the start, and then, but my family was mostly like, okay, do what you want to do. So after I quit computer science, I was like, hospitality, that's the one where I have to go.
Okay.
So they were all okay with it, and I did that.
That's amazing. So hospitality was more your passion then?
Correct. Hospitality was more of my passion. Being in customer service, I always go to different hotels and stuff. I see in the restaurants, the food, the front desk, and all that stuff. Big events like catering events and stuff. And I was like, how these guys are managing all this, and I just wanted to be a part of it. And when I study, I was able to see how they guys manage all these big events and stuff. So.
That's awesome. I love that. And so, in the food and beverage industry now, can you cook? Are you a chef as well?
Yes, I cook. Yes, so even in Barbarito, we cook everything from scratch. Like, there's nothing, no preservatives or anything. Like, we just cook it right at the store and serve. Even at home, we cook. Even if it's a big party, I can cook too.
Oh, awesome, awesome. I love that. What's your favorite meal to cook?
I cook Indian foods mostly, and then mostly like chicken, anything with the chicken and stuff, I can cook those. Like,
okay,
that's my
give me
favorite thing to
one
go.
Indian food recipe.
Like cooking tandoori chicken.
Okay.
So you want to, should I give the full recipe?
No, that's good. Yeah. So I've tried tandoori chicken. I've tried
butter chicken.
Butter chicken, of course. Yeah. There's something biryani. I've tried biryani as well. So I think those are probably the staples of most North American diets that we would adventure out into. Correct.
Yeah. Biryani, it's amazing too. I cook it at home too.
Okay.
Between chicken and because my wife is vegetarian, I cook veg biryani for her. My whole family likes it too. So whenever we get together, we have an event at least once or twice in summer where I'll be cooking a biryani for them.
Amazing, amazing. Okay, so I know who to call.
Yes, for sure, anytime.
When I'm having my next party. So I want to touch on, so we talked about the food and beverage industry, but here you have been able to establish I'm going to call it an empire, right? The fact that you've been able to build a Circle K franchise and now Barbarito franchise. Did you have business acumen under your belt as well, or was it just something that came to you naturally?
It's not natural. Like, my father was a goldsmith back home, and then we had a courier company as well. So he was always in the business. So I've watched him doing great with the business part on his side. So I worked with him for a little bit as well. And then when I came here, like, he was the one who found an opportunity for Circle K for me. And then once he said, I just made the decision to be in.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So the entrepreneurial mindset has been in your family for quite some time, then from dad and now passing on to you and hopefully to your children.
Yes, he will, actually.
Amazing,
That's what
amazing.
He's into too.
And I know you mentioned that you have a brother as well. Does he, is he the same entrepreneurial mindset, or is he branching out into different things?
No, he is an entrepreneur as well. He owns he's under Circle K as well.
Incredibly inspiring.
Mitchell,
Okay, amazing. I love that. Now, you mentioned that you came here as an immigrant to Manitoba. Did you come here to study at the time, or did you?
No, I moved here as a permanent resident. My aunt used to live in Manitoba, and then when she sponsored my dad, we were able to join as a whole family to move to Canada.
Okay, so Manitoba to Ontario. Why the move?
I was getting an opportunity into the business, so I was getting opportunity to get into Circle K as the first retail store, and the investment was very less too. I was able to afford it, so I took a step to give it a try, and it worked out.
That's amazing. Congratulations on that, and for being brave and bold and making the move to Ontario. First of all, making the move from your home country to Manitoba and then to Ontario, that's powerful and inspiring. Were there any challenges that you encountered along the way?
Like in terms of moving, no, I had my aunt here, so it was all settled for us. Like from the very first day, we had a shelter to go, and then when we moved here, we were able to find job easily as well in Manitoba. And then when I came here, I was able to just find job for other people at my store.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Now, when I look at you, I'm sitting here and I'm having a conversation with you, and you strike me as someone as incredibly humble, right? How do you keep your cool? How do you keep that humble demeanor despite all of the success that you have around you?
It's like I take pride in my work, and then the team I have, I'm grateful to my team actually, which I have. And I had all the individuals who came in across to make me successful and to be here was great. And I have seen them down the earth all the way to my career path so far. And that just I am. And it never took me like, oh, I'm doing this, so I don't know, I don't want to talk to them or anything like that. But yeah, I'm just great people working with, actually.
That's amazing. I love that. And speaking of great people working with, one of the things I noticed that you've been able to do is to invest in the very community that you're doing business in. So specifically, you know, the Shelburne Cricket Club as an example, I believe you're one of the amazing sponsors.
Yes, I'm the gold sponsor in SJC. Cricket Club. Thanks to Ehsan, who is organizing, doing all this work, amazing work to bring this whole community together, doing all this individual thing. There are a lot of stuff which we don't know, which goes behind the scene and stuff, and he spends a lot of time, and his family too, right? Doing great. So, and it's pleasure to be like honored to be a sponsor in SCC.
Right.
Yeah.
So you could have easily said no, you know, being a sponsor. You could have easily just opened up shop and, you know, employed individuals and let it be. Why was it important for you to invest back in the community?
I have done that, like invest back into the community is like, I'm one of the entrepreneur individual, like back to Kincardine where I had the first store, second store, right? I invested there too, like within the community.
Right.
Whenever any sponsorship comes, it just probably in my nature to be. Yeah, it's just nature. I can't say no to anybody.
Right.
And I have done the same thing, and I think investing within the community makes you successful, makes you proud within the community. When you are out in the community walking, even they know the individual, like, okay, here, oh, this is the guy who is from Barbary, or this is the guy from Circle K. Yeah.
I love that, and especially the fact that you're able to employ, you know, so many young individuals in Shelburne. You know, I think there's a bit of pride that comes with that, wouldn't you say?
Yes, definitely. And I have, when I started, like, it was 1 week, and I hired like about 12 people.
Wow.
All of us resumes came in, and they've been great on their part. Some were just small kids, right, from the schools. 10th grade, 11th grade students, right? They don't know a lot of individual things like how it will work, but they have proven themselves so much. Worked with me, great actually, in everything I have asked for.
Wow.
And they have proven like great, and it's a great community to be in, and they will be successful one day. Whoever worked there and I know of.
Awesome. I love that. Thank you so much. We're going to take a short break, and we're going to return shortly in conversation with Alethia and Unike Patel, talking about his amazing career journey from being an employee to being an employer. We'll be right back.
It's Volunteer Week, and at Rogers TV, we recognize our volunteers' amazing contributions. While creating compelling local programming, Rogers TV volunteers learn new skills, share their experiences, and through their actions, support each other and build friendships, all while shining a spotlight on our local community. Thank you, Rogers TV volunteers, for your continued engagement.
You're watching Rogers TV.
Welcome back to In Conversation with Alethia. I am in the studio with Unike Patel. We're talking about his incredible journey from being an employee in the food and beverage industry, starting off as a cashier in McDonald's, to now being a franchise owner of Barbarita and other establishments. So, you have had an amazing career journey, and I'm going to jump right into this second part of this segment, just to touch on the fact that you've been able to build something that's incredible. What message would you give to young Unike starting up, someone who's 18, 16, who has a dream?
They should follow their dreams, should try it. There is always failures, and failure teaches you. So you should fail. If you don't fail, you won't learn.
I like that.
So I would say, like, to Junior Unike too, he will have to work hard.
Mm-hmm.
There's no easy way.
I like that. No easy way. There's no shortcuts, but hard work.
Yes, there's no shortcuts. There is hard work, and hard work always pays off.
I like that.
Yeah.
Now, you also have a strong support of community members, community and family around you. Can you share a little bit about how that has shaped you to be the man that you are today?
With the community and stuff, like the people who I worked with when I was like an area manager too, right? I'd name some of them, like Paula Taylor, Ryan Bedford, my dad. Never hold me back for doing anything. Whatever I have tried, give it a try, and if it works out, it works out. If not, just go back to square one and start again and learn from the mistake what you have did. I'd say with the same community, like to the community or the staff who I've worked with, right? Never be afraid of doing anything. Like, I'm always with my employees too. I always share that, I might be doing something wrong. Just reach out, just tell me that, oh, you are doing it wrong, or find me, here is the easy way you can do it. I'm ready to learn any day.
That's incredible, and not many leaders, would have that courage to give the power to their employees to call them out on their mistakes. So that is great leadership by its very definition, right? To be able to be humble enough to have your employees, challenge you, correct you, and say, boss, you're doing something wrong. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you.
Now, we also touched on the fact that, you've been a gold sponsor for cricket. I have to ask, do you play cricket?
I do.
Okay.
I do play cricket as well, yes. I was lucky to be, I was moved as an area manager role to Shelburne, to the Dufferin County. I was looking after Orangeville and all those areas, and I came to meet the Circle K owner, Sagar Arora, and then he invited me, you can join SCC if you would like to play cricket, and that's when I was able to meet Ehsan, and I registered last year for the first time. And it was amazing, actually. It was very fun game.
Okay.
It teaches you how to build a team, actually. It's a team effort to do, to win or to lose, but everything it comes as a part of team. And I was able to get into touch with a lot of individual entrepreneur within the community as well, who does great within the communities.
So some of those, same sentiments, again, I'm hearing it translate into your business world. So teamwork from the sport of cricket to teamwork and leveraging each other in your business. And not just that, but the community of individuals around you that you can learn from and benefit from their knowledge and experience as well, which is pretty neat.
Yes.
I think you're in a quite a unique position right here in Dufferin County.
Yes, thank you. Yeah, if I get opportunity, I'm planning to do do some more businesses within Dufferin County as well. So hopefully in next coming years, you'll see more stores opening from my side.
Okay, that's incredible, because that would have been my next question. What's next for you?
Yes. So currently I'm working with some more Barbarito franchises in Grey Brusto, actually, because I was there and I know the towns, individuals over there. I'm opening few stores in Grey Bruce County this year. And then when I get opportunity, probably next year, I'll be going back to Dufferin County again too.
Nice. Okay, I love that. I love the investment in our community, and I love the fact that you also, as a leader, you're demonstrating the importance of balance, right? Yes, you're working hard, but you're also taking time out for sport and recreation and to take care of you.
Yes, for sure. Work never ends to me, and when I'm working, just focus on the work, get it done. Get it completed, and sometimes you have to leave it for yourself, for your own time to spend with family, to friends, and social gatherings and stuff. That's where you grow more, I would say, because you learn from different people, different things, which brings your ideas more shape and to implement what you want to do next.
Nice. I like that. Now, you mentioned your family. How invested or involved are they with your franchise establishment?
So my father lives in States now. He moved a year ago. But my wife, she works at Shelburne location as well, and she helped me a lot at the store, managing that store when I'm not there, and that gives me opportunity to go out in the field and develop myself more, because there is somebody whom I can rely on, and they take care of it, and I have other individuals, other teams who are there with me, who is taking care of other stores as well. Amazing.
And when you talk about development, is development networking with other franchise owners? Are you talking about courses? Expand on what development looks like.
So development looks like for me is working with other individuals to help or partner with to open another stores within different communities and stuff, and just take their help and give them a hand to develop their skills and be an entrepreneur in the field as well.
Would you be open to having mentors? Because I'm, listening to your story, it's absolutely incredible and inspiring. And I think so many people would benefit from, just even your life lessons. Is that something that you would be interested in doing, having a mentor?
For sure. Yeah, I mean, to give suggestions, to give ideas out, listen to the ideas of different people. Will also empower me, teaches them, teaches me, and together we develop. Again, back to the team, like individual cannot do a great job. Like you have to have a team who can help you to develop yourself in your business to grow more and more.
I like that. Now, we're coming towards the end of the show, and I already asked you what you would say to young Unike. What would you say you would love to see of yourself in the next 15 years? So 15 years ahead from now.
As opportunity goes, I won't stop working hard. I will work hard and develop more and more, and invest within the community, develop individuals within the community to grow, to give them opportunity where they can, and I will invest more into the community to develop the whole community up.
Okay. Now, Circle K, we have food and beverage. Are there other entrepreneurial endeavors that you would love to explore?
I think basically food is my go-to. I'll develop more in the food because I like it and I know things about the food and stuff which I want to develop. But if there is other opportunities, I'll for sure take a risk and do it and see how things are. If it works out, works out. If not, then food is still there.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. That's good. Now, one of the things that's always top of mind for the food and beverage industry is having ready supply of fresh food. Has that ever been a challenge, especially throughout the pandemic? Lots of restaurants were struggling, and I know you opened since the pandemic, but is that something that has been a challenge, just having readily available fresh supply of food and produce? And if so, how were you able to overcome?
There are challenges when during COVID time, everything was a challenge, actually getting stuff, and the prices are through the roof. But a lot of individuals were able to go out because they're working from home and stuff. So we have seen when I was looking at the restaurant part side, there's a lot of growth during COVID time. A lot of individual stores who struggle to keep their doors open were able to get a lot more business because now people are not traveling. They are within the community, and they tried more foods within the community, and they become a regular customers over there, actually.
Interesting.
It's COVID worked out in two ways for the business side. A lot of delivery people, those people who were out of the job within the companies and stuff, they were able to do skip Uber and stuff because they were super busy. Like I have seen some of my friends' restaurants, they triple up their sales within delivery and stuff.
Wow. Okay.
So there was a challenge, yes, but the prices were high, but the sales were high. So I think it overcome for the individuals who were struggling to even just keep open door before.
That's incredible to hear, because oftentimes you don't hear the other side of the story. You know, we often hear that restaurants in particular struggled a lot, but here we have, small business owners or restaurateurs who were benefiting from the pandemic just from a sheer local community perspective. So that's pretty neat to hear. Thanks for sharing that.
Yes, because people let's say people are Orangeville traveling to downtown, right? They used to grab their lunch in downtown, so those guys were busy, but the restaurants within Orangeville, they were struggling to have their sales. But when people just started staying in Orangeville, those restaurants got a boost in their sales, actually.
Okay.
I think that worked out for the small business owners within the small communities, actually.
Yeah, so, again, when our leaders were, pushing, shop local, this is a perfect example, that shop local worked.
Yes, correct. And I mean, those individuals who develops their own restaurants and stuff within small communities, they put a lot of efforts and a lot of things where their involvement within the community they want to, but it just depends on the time frames and stuff, right? Where people just don't want to come home at 7 p.m. and then go out again. They just grab while they are driving and stuff and just go to bed, get ready for tomorrow.
Amazing, amazing. Now, my last question for you again is, as an individual with your own identity, have you encountered any challenges, any barriers, just you being who you are as an individual and an entrepreneur?
There are challenges when you open new business and stuff within the community, or working with the franchisors, working with contractors, permits, drawings, and all that stuff is a challenge, actually. It delays some of your projects, and it delays, once the projects are delayed, you are financially very tight. And it happened the same thing, like when I was opening Shelburne location, it was delayed for a few months. We had now opened, opening soon sign for few months, actually, but I was glad that my franchisor, Alex Shenton, he was there with me for holding on things, believing in me that you will be successful. So I'm thankful for him too, actually, Alex Shenton, for trusting me that I would make it happen.
Amazing. That's incredible. I am so inspired by our conversation today, Unique. Thank you for taking the time to sit down with me, to share your journey, to share your story with our community. Thank you so much for tuning in to In Conversation with Alethia. Tune in until next time. Thank you so much.
Call the Rogers TV viewer response line, email us, or connect with us on social media.
It was my daughter's birthday. She was blowing out the candles on our cake when we heard coming from the TV. So we stopped and listened.